The first question people ask is how. But that's not the best question to start with. If you don't know how to do something, it makes you feel unsure. And when you feel unsure, you don't do your best. Instead of asking how, ask what and why. Ask yourself, what do I want to do? And why is it important? When you know what you want and why it matters, you feel stronger inside. That strong feeling helps you move forward and helps others believe in you too. Don't let how stop you. Start with what and why. Then look for ways to do it. Even if you don't know the way, you can find one or make one. People don't always see life as it really is. They see what they choose to focus on. If you feel happy, it's because you're thinking about good things. If you feel sad, maybe you're thinking about things that are wrong. Your brain chooses what to pay attention to. So if you don't tell it where to look, it might focus on the wrong things. Bad things are always around, but good things are too. It's up to you to choose what you see. This isn't just positive thinking. It's about being smart. When you're in a bad mood, you treat people badly and don't do your best. When you're in a good mood, you treat people kindly and do better. That's why laughing and having fun helps you feel better. There are 3 choices you make all the time. 1. What I focus on. 2. What does it mean? 3. What should I do? Let's say you're waiting for someone at 7 o'clock, but they don't show up. Some people get mad. Others get worried. Why? Because their minds are used to reacting that way. One person might think, maybe something bad happened. Another might think, they're always late. What you focus on becomes how you feel. Do you think about what you have or what's missing? Do you think about what you can change or what you can't? Do you think about the past, the present, or the future? If you always think about what's missing or the past, you'll feel sad or angry. But if you focus on the good and what you can do, you'll feel stronger and happier. To make a big change, you need a big reason. It can't just be something you should do. It has to be something you must do. When something becomes a must, you find a way to do it. You don't need to know how to do everything right away. Just start with a big why. If your reason is strong enough, you'll find a way to do it. Even big goals start with a strong belief. Like when John F. Kennedy said we'd go to the moon. No one knew how at the time, but they believed they could. And they did. Big dreams need more than one person. You need others to help. You can't do huge things alone. It takes a team. Remember, don't get stuck asking how. Start with what and why. Then take action. Even small wins give you momentum. And that builds confidence. Real change happens when you see yourself differently. If you used to smoke and don't anymore, you don't say, I don't want a cigarette. You say, I'm not a smoker. That's identity. If you change how you see yourself, you can change your life. The fun things we do, like walking on fire or breaking wood, help people see, if I can do this, what else can I do? If you don't like how you act or feel, remember, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just a pattern, a habit. You can change it. People who are great at things, like music or sports, know patterns. You need 3 skills. 1. See patterns. Notice what keeps happening. Use patterns. Learn how to use what works. Create patterns. Find your own way to do things better. Let's talk about something most people overlook, but it runs your life. It's running your relationships, your career, your health, your mindset. You don't even have to be aware of it, but it's always there. That thing is called a pattern. Patterns are like invisible programs running in the background of your mind. And if you can learn to see them, use them, and create them, you unlock power most people never tap into. Step 1. See patterns. Recognize what keeps happening. The first step to real personal growth is simple. Pay attention. Most people live life on autopilot. They think they're making conscious choices, but they're not. They're running the same thoughts, behaviors, emotions over and over again. Have you ever said, why does this keep happening to me? Maybe you keep ending up in toxic relationships, or every time you start saving money, something knocks you back down, or you get close to success, and then self-sabotage kicks in. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. Here's the good news. If you can see the pattern, you can break it. If you don't see it, you're trapped in it. So, how do you start seeing patterns? You observe with curiosity, not judgment. Ask yourself, what keeps repeating in my life? What emotional states show up often? What triggers me? What situations bring out the best or worst in me? You can even journal this. Start tracking it, because when you see something clearly, you take away its power to control you. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say someone struggles with procrastination. It's not random. Look closer. Maybe every time they're about to do something that could lead to failure, they freeze. Why? Because there's a pattern of fear that kicks in when the stakes feel high. That fear triggers avoidance, and avoidance becomes procrastination. Once you see that, you're no longer a victim of it. You can name it, and if you can name it, you can tame it. Patterns show up in the way you speak, the habits you form, the relationships you choose, how you deal with stress, your daily rituals, or lack of them. Here's the truth. We all have patterns. The question is, are your patterns helping you or hurting you? The great thing is, your past doesn't have to equal your future, but your patterns from the past will shape your future, unless you consciously interrupt and shift them. Step 2. Use patterns. Learn to apply what works. Once you start seeing your patterns, the next step is learning to use them. This is where the power really starts to grow, because not all patterns are bad. Some of your patterns are already working for you. You just haven't maximized them. Think about it. Do you have a morning routine that gives you energy? Is there a way you prep for work that helps you focus? Are there mental habits you've developed that keep you resilient? These are powerful patterns. They are tools, systems, frameworks you've built over time, maybe without even realizing it. The key is to identify them, refine them, and use them intentionally. Let's take this further. Patterns aren't just habits. They exist in how you think, and how you think determines how you feel. How you feel shapes what you do, and what you do becomes your life. So, what do you need to look at? 1. Mental patterns. Do you always assume the worst? Do you overthink everything before taking action? Do you focus on what you can control or what you can't? 2. Emotional patterns. When things go wrong, do you get angry, shut down, blame others, or bounce back? Do you spiral into anxiety or ground yourself? 3. Behavioral patterns. Do you follow through on your commitments? Do you have rituals for growth like reading, working out, planning? Now here's the shift. Once you see the pattern, you don't just stop at awareness. You use it. If a certain way of thinking helps you stay calm under pressure, use it in more places. If waking up early gets you ahead, protect that routine. If journaling clears your mind, make it non-negotiable. This is how you use patterns as leverage. You build a toolbox of go-to patterns. Patterns that keep you focused, keep you energized, keep you aligned with your goals. One more thing. You can also use other people's patterns. That's what mentors, books, courses, coaches are for. Success leaves clues. And when someone has a pattern that works, you don't have to reinvent it. You can learn it and make it your own. So don't just be a pattern observer. Be a pattern user. Use what works. Drop what doesn't work for you. Step 3. Create patterns. Find your own way to do things better. Now here's the final and most powerful step. Create your own patterns. This is where you go from living life to leading life. From being controlled by your mind to mastering your mind. Creating patterns means you start designing how you want to live. You choose how you think. You choose how you respond. You choose how you show up every single day. You are no longer a product of your environment. You become the creator of your environment. So how do you create patterns? Start with intention. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? What habits would that person have? What mindset would that person carry? What actions would they take, even when it's hard? For example, 1. You want to be healthy. Don't just say it. Create a pattern. Meal prep every Sunday. Work out 4 days a week. Sleep by 10 p.m. Drink water first thing every morning. That's not motivation. That's a system. Motivation fades. Patterns last. Want to become financially free? Create a pattern. Save 10% of your income before you spend a dime. Track every expense. Invest weekly, even if it's a small amount. Patterns take time to build, but they shape your destiny. Now here's the truth. You'll slip. You'll break your pattern. That's human. But the key is not perfection. It's recovery. A strong pattern builder bounces back fast. You miss a workout? You don't miss the next 2. You fall into negative thinking? You catch it and shift. That's the game. One more thing. Creating patterns also means doing what works for you. You don't have to follow someone else's exact system. Take the principles, then adapt them to your personality, your life, your values. You might meditate in the morning. Someone else might journal at night. The goal isn't to copy, it's to create. When you start creating patterns intentionally, your life starts to change on autopilot. You become someone who wakes up with energy, handles stress with grace, moves toward your goals without hesitation. It's not because life got easier. It's because you got stronger through the patterns you built. So let's bring it all together. You want to change your life? Don't just set goals. Don't just chase motivation. Master your patterns. See patterns. Start noticing what keeps happening in your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Use patterns. Double down on what works. Study successful people. Build your toolbox. Create patterns. Design your life. Build habits, rituals, and systems that support your vision. If you do this consistently, you won't need to chase success. Success will become your pattern.
Please like and subscribe for more videos.